We told you about online accusations leveled against a Space Camp employee. However, Space Camp stated no allegation was ever raised to them about the person. We spoke to a local parent, Christian author, and child advocate, Mary Katherine Backstrom, to find out about the effects of this kind of social media behavior on the people targeted in the larger community.
Christian author, Huntsville mom, and child advocate Mary Katherine Backstrom joined us in the Fox 54 studio Friday afternoon. She's got quite a following on social media and is known as a deconstructing Christian. She recently shared concerns on her platform about a Space Camp employee she feels was doxxed.
Tell me kind of why it was so important for you to speak out about this.
It angered me to see somebody who, with no merit to the allegation, being dragged out as a danger to society just based on their identity. It's unkind, it's unloving, and further than that, it's not protecting children.
What kind of impact do you believe that has on a community like the LGBTQ community?
Right. Well, there's another layer to doxing when you involve the LGBTQIA community because it's also very frequently outing somebody, as in the example of Bubba Copeland, the mayor who died by suicide in Smith Station as a result of this. It's a pretty deep injury to your psyche for somebody to just put your information out there, and then because of who you are, you're now in danger.
What was kind of the reaction that you got after you did speak out?
Well, I do get a lot of support. Thankfully, I think that there is a movement towards kindness and the center of the road. The insults are to be expected when you're talking about things that rile people up. But I think the root of it is fear. And I think that if you can sit down with people and look them in the eye and say, hey, I see that you're afraid and that fear is causing you to act out in anger and maybe see people as a danger when they're not dangerous. I think if you can honor the humanity in those people and acknowledge that they're afraid and then talk to them about the actual facts, I think that goes a long way.
What do you want people to, I guess, take away from, your books and just everything that you have shared online? What do you want people to understand?
If I were to boil down my messaging as a person and a humanist and a mother and a person of faith, I think it would come down to ask questions. I think that having a curious and open mind and a kind heart would go a really, really long way in improving our society and especially our state. If we care about protecting children, then there are actionable things that we can do and advocate for to make that difference, and we can find those resources at the National Children's Advocacy Center right here in Huntsville, Alabama.